G'day guys, how's it going? It is Jared HD here. Welcome to the 12th episode in our Aston Villa Career Mode series for FIFA 19. We are right now in the thick of the transfer window for Season 2, our first one in the Premier League. Last episode was quite an interesting one. Our first ever Premier League game where we managed to take down Crystal Palace, which is a huge start to our season. Two signings as well there. We did bring in Philip and Llorente, but we are trying to push for a new right midfielder in today's episode. And today's episode features some pretty big clashes. We face both Manchester sides and we face Derby County, along with having about 3 weeks of transfer goodness still left in us. So hopefully it is a productive and successful episode. But if you guys do go on to enjoy today's episode, make sure, as always, that you leave a like on the video. And also make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. But without further ado, let's get right into today's episode. So there it is, a player departure that we wanted to go through just for a financial point of view. It is Scott Hogan, the Irishman, headed to Parma, linking up with Ross McCormack, who we sold to Parma last episode. But this time we sell him for £3.85 million. We're probably not going to have enough money to go in for Andros Townsend straight away, but I'm hoping we can snag a bargain here. Hopefully Roy Hodgson isn't too salty after the 2-0 job we did to them in the last episode and is a fair negotiator. I want to get him to as close as his base value as possible. So I'm going to start off and say 8.7 million because he wasn't even a starter for Palace last time. They haven't straight up left. They want 10.5 plus 5% sell-on clause. I'll keep the sell-on clause, but I'll bump it up to 9 million, his valuation. Come on, please accept it, Roy. He accepts it. That is good. All right, let's go in for contract talks now. As always, I like to delegate it. I want to keep it. Oh, hold on. Let me do some math. All right, so he accepted 9 million. Let me see what I can make 9 million into in the transfer budget, because I've got 9.5 at the moment. All right, so push that up. Let's get one more. All right, so I'm going to offer a max of £62,300. All right, so 62,300 is the max. So let's say it like that. And then I'm going to bump that up to 60,000 so that, I know, it's a little bit more of an improvement. Hopefully, Andros Townsend accepts that and becomes an Aston Villa player. But we are going to have to wait a little bit longer to find out that answer, because we have a massive game, our first Premier League game at Villa Park, and it is against the Red Devils, Manchester United. In our first Premier League game, we got past Crystal Palace, not with ease, but we handled them. Man United, on the other hand, is a whole different animal. We're either going to get 10 put past us, or we're going to win this 1-0 on a counter-attacking goal. It's going to be an interesting day out. And I mean, they must be on good form, because Alexis Sanchez got a hat-trick in his previous game, so we're going to have to watch out for the Chilean. But this is going to be our starting 11. It is the exact same side we rocked against Crystal Palace. It got the job done, so why change it? I mean, we don't really have much room to change it. Our depth in the squad, in terms of quality depth, is pretty abysmal, but I'm hoping by the time we face City in 2 weeks' time, we will have Andros Townsend in that right wing spot. And then I'm expecting this to be a pretty formidable looking Man United side by doppelganger Joel Pereira in between the sticks instead of David De Gea. Our former player Axel Tuanzebe in there as well. They've signed Ndidi from Leicester. They've also signed Lucas Vazquez, so a very different looking Man United side. Who's on their bench? Roberto, Matic, Lukaku. It's an interesting team here. Come on, lads, we've got decent field position here. No real opportunities for anybody 22 minutes into it, but it is Ito putting a cross in there. We get no Hudson-Odoi deflections. Philip, puts it wide. It is a corner here for United. They haven't pressured us too much so far. No real opportunities for them, but they get the ball at the back post. Headed away from Chester. We need to clear that. Clear it. Clear it, goddammit. What is going on? United are on the attack here. Luke Shaw running down the line. Gilbert is defending. They put that one into the area. Headed away nicely from McGinn. But it is still on here for United. Diego Dalot, the right back. Going to Pogba. They swing that one back post. They get the header. Sanchez able to outjump Gilbert. That's half time. And it's a very close game so far. Here we go, lads. McGinn. Going through to Philip. Back to McGinn. On the weaker right foot. And it bloody well shows. I've got to get it in my head that he's left-footed. Diego Dalot. Good defense, Hudson-Odoi. Come on, lads. We have looked like the better side, to be fair, in this game. And we're on the attack here. Grealish going to Philip. Come on, Maximilian. Cuts back. Squares it. We're going to go one more. No, and Diddy cuts it off. Oh, what an opportunity that was. Honestly, we look like the better side here. United are not playing like United. Sanchez on the attack here, feeding it through to Marcus Rashford. I see Pogba at the back post. Pogba wins the header, but Chester gets a little deflection on it, and it is a corner. Martial coming on for United, for Sanchez there. They're going to come through, and Diddy gets the header. Save off the post. Just clear that. Oh my God, it's still on in the box though. Focus up, managed deflection off Rashford, and it's out for a goal kick. Final 5 minutes. It's been a very close game. We do deserve a point in this one, I feel like. But United come forward. Pogba, back post. The bicycle. Oh my God, Martial just almost put us to the sword. And we are going to make a substitution here. Richie Delat coming on. We need some fresh legs on, and we have no depth to put a winger on there. Come on, lads. 89th minute. If we can steal a win here, I would be bloody ecstatic. 2 minutes of added time. Philip holding it up. Going there to McGinn, who goes to Ito. Back to Davies. Come on, lads. Philip, McGinn. Get there. Philip, left foot. Oh, no. Philip could have won it for us with the last kick of the game. But you know what? I will take a 0-0 draw. I'm bloody sick of teams in career mode, big teams, playing weak sides against us. One thing I want in FIFA 20 is big teams to feel like big teams. I wanted that to feel tough like United, but in all honesty, Crystal Palace felt tougher. But bloody great news, lads. As we come out of the United draw, we see Andros Townsend accepts our contract offer. The experienced Premier League player. He's played for Tottenham, he's played for Palace, and I'm sure he's played for somebody else. I think he might have even played for Villa. Let me check that. No, it was Newcastle. Newcastle United is who he played for. So he's played for Palace, he's played for Newcastle, he has played for Tottenham, but now Andros Townsend is going to be an Aston Villa player. There it is, our first look at the man in Palace colours. Andros Townsend coming across from Crystal Palace. A massive, massive pickup for us. But our next game is going to be away at the Etihad Stadium against the current champions, Manchester City. I have bumped the difficulty up to Ultimate. I don't want this season to be a walk in a park. I want it to be bloody intense. I want it to be as hard as possible. So we're going to be playing on Ultimate for the foreseeable future. Currently have not conceded a goal in the Premier League this season, and hopefully that's not going to change here as we travel to Manchester for our second away day of the Premier League season. A beautiful stadium. I've been lucky enough to go there myself. I went there earlier this year and saw Man City versus Arsenal, and I absolutely loved the Etihad. One of my favourite stadiums I've ever been to, but they are going to be a very tough opponent. A lot on the line and a lot of pressure. There he is, our new man, Andros Townsend. What a looker. Going to have him in the squad for the next 2 to 3 seasons, I reckon, dependent on how far we progress or how quick we progress, but I'm very happy to have him in the side. So here is the Man City side. Edison in between the sticks. Who do they have? No Kyle Walker. Wow, they're playing a weak side again. They brought in Grimaldo, Murray and Sandler in there. I've never heard of Discurud. I've never heard of half the midfield. They've got Mahrez, Aguero, and Amon up front. Where is Sane? Where is Sterling? Oh my God, De Bruyne, Jesus, all these good players on the bench. I'm over it. That's so frustrating. Play of good sides against us. I want a proper challenge, but our side identical to what we rocked last time out, except Ito has been demoted to the bench where he'll probably spend most of the season, if not most of his career, as Hudson-Odoi, Philip, and Townsend are now our big Super 3. Good defense there, Hudson-Odoi. Let's go. Davies feeding it through. Here we go. Jack Grealish, I see Philip. Sweaty goal it. Sweaty goal it. We take the lead against the champions. Ultimate difficulty. Where you at? We are 1-0 up here against Man City within 12 minutes. They've looked dangerous, but our first proper attack is going to see us get on the scorer's sheet. Brilliant stuff there. Not sure how we got so much space there with Jack Grealish, but thankfully we were able to, and Philip is able to tuck it home. Well, here we go. Philip. Hudson-Odoi. Back to Philip. Through to McGinn. McGinn. Left foot. 2-0. What? We are 2-0 up here. Within 17 minutes, I am playing on ultimate difficulty. No sliders or anything. And we are 2-0 up against Man City. Their defense is woeful. Absolutely woeful. Wow. McGinn. My God. Here we go. Philip through again to McGinn to make it 3-0. McGinn, 3-0. He's got a brace. What is going on? Man City's defense sucks so bad. And we are killing them on Ultimate. I can't believe this. Where was this last season? We were struggling against Bolton last season. And now we're 3-0 up against Man City. This is atrocious from them. But absolutely incredible from us. What in the world? Nice ball from Roberts and Aguero linking up. It is Patrick Roberts on the attack. Gilbert defending. They put that one in there. And Kevin De Bruyne is going to get City a goal back here. That's not the start to the second half we wanted. They've brought on Kevin De Bruyne. And his first touch of the football, to my knowledge, is going to be a goal here for City. Lovely cross from Roberts. Gilbert was sold. Malacia again. His height costs him, but terrible positioning. And City score our first goal we've conceded all season, really. 3-1. Oh no, they've gone high pressure. I can feel it. Roberts. Good save, Kalinic. City have taken things up a level here in the second half. Bernardo Silva on. What the fuck is happening? What is happening? They've gotten 2 goals. Where was this in the first half? These guys have gone Super Saiyan in the second half and have got 2 goals back already. Alright, we need to focus. This result is not safe at all. Look at that, bloody Roberts of all players. Bicycle kick. What? Good defense, Tom Davies. But they are on the attack again. We can't let them down the wing. That's where they've been dangerous so far. They send that one back post. I don't know how. Kalinic, a good save against Mahrez. Oh my God. Aguero, they're going to have a rocket launcher on this, aren't they? Aguero and Danilo line it up. Danilo over the top, thank God. McGinn on a hat-trick. Going through here to Hudson-Odoi. They're defending so hard here, City, but we're going to go through. Davies hits the post. Oh, that could have sealed it. That could have just about sealed the 3 points. We're trying to be smart with possession here. We don't want City to have any more opportunities in this game. We're going to go through here to Andros Townsend. Goes back to Grealish. I see you, Hudson-Odoi. Finish it! Callum Hudson-Odoi is going to get us all 3 points. Let's go and celebrate in front of the away fans. I thought we were going to bottle it so hard. City in the second half were another level of craziness. But again, our through balls have killed City. Their defensive line has been so weak. And that's what happens when you don't have Otamendi, Company, Stones, Laporte. Where are these blokes? Are they even in this team still? It's a baffling team selection by Guardiola, and we're going to come away with all 3 points. And there it is, fellas. That is a massive, massive win for us here against Man City. In the first half, I didn't know what was going on. We were so damn good, and City was so damn shite. And I thought this game is This game is cooked. It's gone. Absolutely gone. But then we have just gone on and been dominated in the second half and held on for dear life. If big teams like City start playing like they did in the second half, then the season's going to be interesting. But if it's all like the first half, then it's not going to be a challenge. So a little change of pace here as we have our first EFL Cup game, a Carabao Cup game. And it is at home against Carlisle United. Of course, I'm not going to play this. Hopefully our reserve side can get a result. Still a few first team players in there, but Davis does give us the lead after 9 minutes, which is good to see. I don't recognise anybody from this Carlisle United side. All I'm hoping for, though, is just no injuries. Obviously a win, but no injuries. I'm not really too worried about the Carabao Cup, to be honest. I'd rather go well in the FA Cup. But any piece of silverware would be nice. Elphick with a yellow card. Only 1-0 here. And it looks like, yep, it's going to stay that way. We go through to the next round of the Carabao Cup. A 1-0 win over Carlisle United. And a game at home on deadline day, which we will simulate. It is against Derby County. Arguably, you could say it's a relegation 6-pointer, but I'm going to simulate it here. We did play them a couple times in the championship. Goals in it's all happening in the 11th minute. Philip gets us the lead. Alano equalises and then gets injured, maybe celebrating with the away fans, but John McGinn, one of the heroes of the save, makes it 2-1. Andros Townsend scores what I believe is his first goal for Aston Villa, making it 3-1. Townsend with a brace. We are 4-1 up, and it looks like we're going to get 3 massive competition points here against Derby County. A good start to the season for sure. And here we are on transfer deadline day, but looking at our finances, we're not going to be able to sign anybody this deadline day, lads. Unless we get a big offer, we're not going to be able to. And in all honesty, I don't want to get an offer for anybody because I probably won't accept it. There is a few areas in the squad which I want to improve on, but I won't be able to do them this window. We are going to get a transfer offer for Mile Jedinak, and honestly, you are kidding yourself if you think I'm going to accept that one. Not only am I going to reject it, I am going to block offers for the great Australian man himself. Transfer offer for Malasia. If this was earlier in the window, I would probably consider it. Besiktas want him for 5 million, but I am going to reject it. I want to continue growing him and then maybe sell him on a little bit later. I like Malasia. His biggest issue though is his height. His height really bothers me on crosses. Oh shit, Crystal Palace come in. £19.4 million for the club captain, Jack Grealish. I am not going to accept that. In fact, I'm going to block that as well. I want to keep Grealish here for the long run. I'm not even going to front though. I don't love using him in-game. He's not a fantastic in-game player, which might hurt him long-term, but we're keeping the faith. But fellas, that is going to conclude the opening transfer window for life in Premier League for season number 2. Llorente, Phillip, and Townsend in. McCormack and Hogan out of the club. This is what the starting lineup looks like. Definitely so much room for improvement, but I'm over the moon with the business we've been able to do so far. And most importantly, I am over the moon for the start of the Premier League season we have had. I mean, after 4 games in the league, we haven't lost a game yet, and we find ourselves sitting in second spot on 10 points. Now, I expect it to all come crashing down and us to come back to reality soon, but at the moment I am happy with that because when you're in a relegation battle, every point counts. So this start of the season might just save us come the end of the season. But fellas, if you enjoyed the 12th episode of our Villa Career Mode series, make sure you leave a like on the video. Also make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. But most importantly, I hope you have a fantastic day. It has been Jared HD here. I am out. Peace.